It is our intention for the Senate to hold a vote on legislation to codify the right to an abortion in law.
The Women's Health Protection Act, which would establish a federal law allowing access to abortion, passed the House in September, but remains stalled in the Senate. And there's little indication, at least right now, that even if it's brought up for a vote, that it would see final passage. Representative Judy Chu sponsors the legislation and discusses what's next.
We will try all that we can to put the pressure on so that every vote that we can get does indeed get cast for this. The stakes are just too high to overturn 50 years of precedent. Chuck Schumer is going to put this up for a vote again. I believe that people will be very galvanized because of this draft decision, and certainly every senator is going to hear from their constituents. Now, I know the vote was 46-48 when it came up before, but 3 Democrats were absent. I also think that Senators Murkowski and Senator Collin should be compelled to vote for this. They voted no, but they are pro-choice. And now they're saying that they were lied to by the Supreme Court justices when they voted for them. And so I feel that if they felt they were lied to, then they should indeed cast their vote for the Women's Health Protection Act when it comes up in the Senate. And with those votes, there would actually be a majority of those in the Senate that would vote for the act. Of course, we would face the filibuster.
You know, you have the 2 Democratic senators who don't support removing the filibuster. So there's a barrier there in getting that removed in order for something like this act to pass. So from your perspective, where is the fight? Is it to try to talk to more Republican lawmakers to get them to vote and you have that supermajority to pass your act? Or is it tackling the filibuster first?
Well, any or all options, of course. Nonetheless, I do think that the filibuster is standing in the way of this very, very critical issue.
How do you think this issue is going to play into the midterm elections, specifically for your party?
This will galvanize voters. The decision that you make may affect yourself, your daughter, and your granddaughter. And that is of utmost importance. So I do think that the midterm elections now will turn on the issue of abortion and access to health care.
Even though this is a draft decision right now, it appears that this will be the decision coming down in June or July. How much of this draft decision is a turning point right now?
It is my hope that seeing this draft decision, that there would be justices that would not go for this, that they would see what effect this is having on the women of this country, and that they would not uphold this. Actually, I think the claims made in the draft decision are very, very disturbing because it says that abortion should not be a constitutional right, should not be part of the 14th Amendment of due process and equal rights. And I think that that has a lot of implications for other decisions as well. So I think that it's important for the justices to do the right thing and not uphold this. Nonetheless, this draft decision is an incredible wake-up call. It shows how close we are to having abortion removed as a right for women. And this is very, very dangerous. This is actually the gravest danger to women's rights in half a century. And we must not let this happen.
What are some of the things you're going to do when you return back to DC on this issue?
Well, we certainly are going to have a caucus of the pro-choice caucus and think of some actions that we need to have in the upcoming months. Clearly, we need to rally people all across the country to speak up and speak out on this and to ensure that the votes are there in the Senate for upholding the Women's Health Protection Act.